last Wednesday. You got Ja, you got Steph, you've got a matchup. A minute before the half, Warriors are down 1. We've got contact between Brandon Clark and Draymond Green. Hard foul, then the rip of the jersey there. The referees would upgrade the foul to a flagrant 2, so Draymond gets ejected, and that's sarcasm, y'all, as he's going off the floor. Less than 5 seconds to go in the half. Ja, floater at the buzzer, and then Ja tells Kuminga, you can't guard me. Here's what Steph had to say about playing shorthanded going into the second half.
It's a tough call, obviously, on the road, trying to start a series, and you get a guy like Draymond head into the locker room. Nobody wants to see that. It's not good for the game. We got a little emotional rise out of it, deal with the circumstances, and give ourselves a chance to win.
Well, that's what they tried to do in the fourth quarter. They're up 1 here. Clay to Jordan Poole. How big has he been? 31 points off the bench in this game. Warriors up 4. We're going the other way one more time. Oh, Clay, give it to him. Warriors with a 6-point advantage, but Memphis not going away. They haven't done it all season. Why do it now? Jaren Jackson Jr. He had 33. They're down 1. 4.5 to play. Steph. He had 24 points. The 50th time in his playoff career, he's had 5 threes. That's a lot. Ja's a lot to handle. The push, the Grizzlies down 2, and then Ja again. This time and 1. He had 30 points, 10 assists, 9 boards. His dad was hyped. First Grizzlies player ever with 30 points and 10 assists in a playoff game. Grizzlies with a 2-point advantage. Less than 40 to play. Poole in the inbounds, over to Clay, big bucket for 3. Gotta react, Desmond Bane flies by. Warriors take a 117-116 lead. Less than 30 to go. Ja drives and gets blocked by Steph. Yes, Steph Curry. Be hating on him because he can't play defense, but that was a crucial play by Steph. Less than 10 to play, same score. Clay at the line. He missed the first one. No way he's missing the second one, but he did. But how about that play right there by Gary Payton II? Coming in, ball goes out. They can't review it. They were unsure who touched it last. So guess what? We go to a jump ball. Eventually, the Grizzlies get it. This is the last play that John was talking about. Wow! You get Ja going full head of steam with the layup chance to win it. Here's Ja in the final play.
This was the last play. 3.6 seconds coming out of the timeout.
Same message every time we in that situation. I just missed the layup.
Just missed the layup and just missed a game winner again in the playoffs. So guess who wins it? Draymond and his boys, 117-116. Here's Clay.
Oof, big sigh of relief. I mean, you don't want to be the guy that misses the go-ahead free throws, and that was me. So I just wanted to take it all in, soak it all in, even because I know it's not the championship, but it's still a huge win for us. And I was pretty juiced up just because I was a part of that big stop, and I enjoyed it for a couple minutes and then got off the floor and especially, you know, having to watch the last couple of years, just soaking everything in and internalizing the whole atmosphere and just appreciating where I'm at.
We're just so thrilled to be back in the playoffs, back in the hunt, back in the mix. You know, feeling the energy and the nerves and the juice and the noise from the crowd on the road. This is what it's all about. So the last 3 years have been really boring.
Yeah, it's boring sitting at home in May and June, I'm sure, if you're an NBA player or coach. All right, so how about this? So the Warriors take game 1 on the road. Under Steve Kerr, they're 18-1 in playoff series after winning game 1. That includes winning each of their last 12 series in this position. The only coaches with better records in best-of-7 series after winning game 1, the Hall of Famers, Phil Jackson, Fred Auerbach.
Do you believe the Warriors can win the title this season?
And remember, we talked a lot about them in October, November, even December, and then Steph Curry got hurt. And then you had, obviously, the Phoenix Suns doing what they were doing.
Yeah, we didn't know about Clay.
I don't think they will. I think the road is going to be difficult, and I get it. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, all that experience. But Klay still, to me, is not all the way back. I think it's still going to take until next season. I'm not going to give up on the Phoenix Suns. I think with Devin Booker, that hamstring injury maybe keeps them out of this series. I think they'll get past New Orleans. But the one thing about the Phoenix Suns and what they've done this year about taking the regular season seriously, and they got so close to the finish line last year, Molly, and Chris Paul, he wants to end his career. Not that he's going to end this year, but he wants to have a championship on that resume. I think the motivation is there. I think the experience is there. And their role players, guys like Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton, I think they're ready for this moment. By the way, Mikal Bridges, and you'll like this, Steve, because I know we complain about players not playing. He led the league in total minutes. Do you know if this was the year 2003, he would have been 36th in total minutes. This year, he's first. There's just something about this Phoenix Suns team. Yeah. I just don't think Golden State is going to get it all together. I think the road is too difficult. Again, all the respect in the world for that group. I don't think they do it this year.
Okay. Well, to piggyback off of what you said, I mean, as it pertains to people being available and showing up to work, there's only 5 players in the NBA that haven't missed a game this year.
Yep.
5 out of 450 plus.
Amazing.
That is the lowest in NBA history. That's a damn travesty. And that's something that the NBA will address. You and I both know if collective bargaining negotiations are going to be very, very interesting with some of the stuff that some of these players, not most, not all, but some of these players have tried to get away with. NBA ain't having it, and damn it, I don't blame them. Now, having said all of that, you're talking about the Phoenix Suns and how they're worthy and warranted, and it's warranted that they're the favorites. I don't disagree with that. I think they are the favorites. I think from start to finish, when you consider the level of consistency that they've put on display, they, without question, have been the best team in basketball. I've seen the best team in basketball get knocked off before, and so have you. And I think this is a year it's going to happen. I ain't betting against these Golden State Warriors, bro. And ain't there's no shade. There's no shade on the Phoenix Suns. What I saw from the Warriors, and I got it, matchups, styles make fights. We know that Denver's in over their head because they don't have Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. I get all of that. When you look at Jokic and the big boy DeMarcus Cousins as well, these are guys that you got that set up, but that doesn't work in a matchup like this because you got thoroughbreds, road runners on the other side that are the Golden State Warriors, and they ran Denver out of the state in game 2, out of the state. I mean, I haven't seen a performance like that. I mean, it was something spectacular to behold. And I was actually going to go to that game Monday night, Frank. I was actually going to go to that game. And I said, you know what? I got to be back here too early. I ain't going to do it. So I didn't go to the game. And damn it, I regret it. I really regret it. I should have went to that game because it was that spectacular to behold. Steph Curry, Clay, and then Jordan Poole. This young brother is something special. He is something special. And he's more like Steph Curry than Clay. His movement without the ball, his ball handling skills, his ability to use those skills to get to the basket, and the range with which he pulls up from. Now, that mirrors both Clay and Steph. But Clay don't handle the ball like that, okay? And so when I look at it from that perspective, I just say, I got a nickname for them, Frank Isola. It's Lethal Weapon 3. Remember, I ain't talking about the movie with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson Jr.
Get out of
I'm
here.
not talking about the movie.
You're reaching.
Hold on. I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about Georgia Tech, Kenny Anderson, Dennis Scott, Brian Oliver. You remember that back in the day. It was something special. And I'm looking at Poole, Steph, and Clay, and that's my nickname for them, Lethal Weapon
hang on a second.
3.
Hang on. You must be going a little soft out on the West Coast. We didn't know anything about Cam Johnson last year. What did he do for Phoenix? Mikal Bridges, think about the way that he played. Same thing with DeAndre. And how about Cam Payne coming off the bench? So the players that we had question marks about last year for Phoenix, they delivered. Be honest now, Steve. Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole has been great, no question about it. How's he going to do in a big road game against a team like Phoenix? We don't know that. You're just assuming that, it's not. If his agent already called and thank you for putting him in the same category as Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, but we don't know that.
No, hold on, wait a minute. I'm talking about this young talent. First of all, he's averaging 29. I just want to throw that out there. He's averaging 29 and a half in the first 2 games, in his first 2 playoff games. It's not like it's not, I'm just saying he had 30 and 29. That's number 1, right? Number 2. I'm looking at a skill set. Certainly, you know what? The jury's still out. Got to show up. If you go up against Memphis in the next round, assuming they get past Minnesota, you got to go up against them brothers who want all the smoke, right? Came in the game 2, handled their business like they were supposed to. They better had, damn it, okay? Then you got Phoenix. If you're fortunate enough to get past that, don't get me wrong, I'm fully aware of the challenges. I'm just saying, I believe in those brothers. You believe in certain people, why can't I? I'm looking at Steph and Clay. Their resume speaks for itself. Their resume speaks for itself.
Let me
but
get into
this
it real
brother
quick.
right here,
Yeah.
with them on the court, Lord have mercy.
Stephen, I'm with you.
Lethal